FlowChat connector, what's happening? Sean back at you here with another high ticket tune-up. So I want to know if you've ever been in a place where you feel like you're being pushy as a salesperson, and you either get feedback from somebody who's like, yo, you're way too pushy, or you're hearing customer surveys that come back saying the same thing, or worse, your team feedback that's coming from your team is your clients are saying, hey, my sales guys are pushy. Well, in this video, we're going to talk about one secret tactic that you can use to take all the pushy sales tactics away from your team so that you'll win more often. Stay tuned. What's happening, FlowChat Connector? Don't forget to smash this like button, share this out to those people who need to get better at sales, and most importantly, please smash that subscribe button to the channel. Would love the support there so that we can feed the algorithms and make sales people get better. Today, we had a great question that came in from Pete. Pete asked this. He said, Sean, I just got some feedback from a client survey that stated my sales pros use pushy tactics and they felt pressured into the sale. Any suggestions on this? And yes, there's one major suggestion that I'm going to recommend and kind of talk through with you. I'm not going to go into slides today. I just want to kind of talk about this. Again, this is a conversation. So if you've ever felt like you've been pushy salesperson or maybe you have a team of sales pros that are out there doing things that you feel like kind of about, like that like sales pushy thing, you know what I'm talking about for sure, because you've experienced it one way or another. Absolutely. But there's one secret that we can reshift our mind to stay focused on. And so I'm going to answer this directly to Pete. Pete says he's got a team of sales pros that are focused on this. So to answer the team thing, here is the answer. This is what you need to do. So if you are feeling like you're doing pushy sales, more so not feeling like it, but getting feedback that you're being too pushy as a sales professional, this is the thing that will switch everything for you. So number one, retrain your team's mindset to start with the second sale. Now, I'm going to break this down and go deep into it, even possibly base incentives and rewards on this. So what's the second sale? The second sale is the one that comes after the first sale, right? And typically a second sale is, you think about like somebody who buys it's 2 times from somebody. When somebody buys a second time from somebody, that's reaffirming and confirming that this person either number one has the most bulletproof, amazing stuff that they're serving, or number two, they're in the culture. Number three, they think it's really cool and it's serving them and giving them big results. And also maybe it makes them cool enough. It makes your offer cool enough for that person to share to other people. This is where the referrals start to rain on your face when you focus on this. And so retraining your team's mindset to not think about, depending on how the system's set up in your world, is if you're driving opportunities onto a salesperson's calendar and their focus is, hey, close the deal, rather than saying close the deal, hey, let's focus on getting that second sale if we know that person is a fit. Let's focus on getting that second sale if we know that person is a fit. And I say that twice because if you're in the sales conversation or your sales team is, and they're talking to a prospect and they're thinking about, I got to get this sale, I got to do whatever I can, use every tactic and system and symptom that I can think of to get this deal over the line. Well, your prospect is going to feel that pressure. That prospect is going to hate that experience, and it's not going to turn out super duper well. Instead, if we let's focus on the second sale. So what is the second sale? The second sale is after somebody buys from you and gets results, right? It's all about your stuff having to perform. And if you don't have anything to sell them for the second sale, that's on you as the entrepreneur. You got to create something because that's very valuable to make sure that you can continue selling. Like Dan Kennedy always talks about, there's really 3 ways to make income. You can close more clients, right? Which will keep your churn rates pretty high. You can raise your ticket prices and you can make more revenue that way. Or number 3, you can sell bigger packages to existing clients. And this is the one that's going to actually help you with retention. This is the one that's going to help you with building a bigger referral tree. And this is the secret to remembering like how to get out of feeling pushy in a sales conversation. Even if you can have the conversation and explain it to somebody saying something like, hey, we're clear to solve the problem you have. I know I can solve it for you. My biggest concern or my biggest thing that I'm really worried about is like, how do we get you going at the phase 2 piece? Because that's more important than just getting started with phase 1. Phase 1, yeah, you got to get it all set up and do all that other stuff. But let's talk about like the future. This is how you start to really future pace, and you can pull your prospect back into this conversation at a level that they're like, whoa, what are you talking about? So in our world, we sell software, right? So you all know that. Maybe you don't. If you haven't, click the link below, go check out our community, get on a call with our team to learn about it, because it's amazing, especially if you sell online stuff. But one of the things that we have is kind of like the do-it-yourself, the done with you, where there's coaching, and then also now if you want to go all the way, we can actually provide trained people to help you in your team. So what I do in our conversations, if I'm thinking about the second sale and I'm speaking with somebody, I'm trying to set them up based on where I think that their business is, and then where it should be, and then how they should advance in my mind before I actually go through and close the deal with them. So I'm thinking to them like, okay, first of all, have they been doing this for a long period of time, like what we sell? Yes or no? And if the answer is no, then okay, well, starting with just the basic kind of do it yourself, probably going to take longer for them to get results. So I don't even go down the path of talking about that option, because I know they haven't been running the play, that the organic outreach play that we are very good at. And so I say, listen, like, you could start that way, but you're not going to get results as fast as you want. And my focus for you is, let's get you into having a team so you don't have to do the prospecting work. You can actually bring a team in that can fill up the calendars, and then we just focus on delivery and closing deals, which is way easier. And then next phase is, let's continue to build out this whole organization. But we'll get to that. But that's kind of like the next phase of where I see your business being. And so if I'm dream casting this into a prospect, they're like, oh, that's exactly what I need. Like, I understand that I need to start at a place where my business is at, right? Everybody talks about this concept of meet somebody where they're at. This is how you do it, right? You as the sales professional need to be hyper aware what's going on in the conversation, and not just trying to use some sort of sales tactic or anything like that. That's why we don't teach that much stuff. I don't use scripting because I don't believe in scripting. I believe in what your gut's telling your, like your prospect is saying things. You can read their energy because you've been reading body language your whole life. You should be pretty good at that by now. If not, go binge watch my body language series on our channel, YouTube channel, and you'll be able to like understand all of that stuff. But the secret is staying focused on that second sale. And so for us, I know if somebody hasn't been doing it themselves, I'm going to start them with the software plus the coaching package, because that's going to give them the coaching. It's going to get them the results the fastest. And then boom, now we can upgrade. Hey, like, look, when you get this thing kind of set up and running, then we're going to put a team inside of the system for you. And if you need the team, we have trained people that will do it for you. And if you want to go fast from the start, you can actually push that button and start there. But again, I don't think that's the right play. I think you should start here. And as my recommendation as a sales professional, people are going to be like, whoa, that's respectable. And they're now starting to think about the second sale. And that's where the deals will start to get closed. And that's where that all that pressure will just drop. And so it's a really, really great secret to do. And the last thing I'll share here is a little pro tip: reverse your entire sales cycle. So if you have a team that's doing this and they're closing and you're putting people on their calendar, you have a team that's actually, closing deals for you, have some sort of an incentive based around the second sale. So upgrades, right? Upgrades are a great way to do it. And so in our organization, we talk to our sales force and we say, hey, look, if you get somebody to upgrade, there's this other bonus. That's what we want you to focus on, because we need people to retain with us for a long period of time. Because as Chris and I always say, the longer somebody hangs out with us, the more money they make. Fact. Like, it's happened over the past 25 years. It's continuing to happen each and every day. It's not to say it's conceited or anything else. It's just that we've done so much business. We understand how the flow works. So it's like, if you start with the second sale in mind, and then you reverse everything from that point all the way back to the initial part of the conversation. So again, your sales cycle is from cold to closed, right? And now if we do this second sale thing, it's like cold to closed. And then over here is sale number 2, because that's going to be hopefully a shorter period of the cycle. And so if we start at sales number 2, and then we reverse back to sale number 1, and then we reverse back to the start of the conversational flow, and then we train that into our sales force, they're going to be thinking about the second sale. This is going to boost all of your revenue, and it's going to drop your retention or your churn rate. And so the lower the churn, the longer somebody stays with you, the better off you're going to be, the better and more healthy your business will be. And again, it comes down to what they ever talked about. There's a book written a long time ago called Raving Fans. And in the book, the one secret in that book was, if you get 1,000 true raving fans that are perfect for you, your business will explode forever. And our job is to find those 1,000 clients as fast as possible and pour life into them, help them to get to the second sale, the third sale, the fifth sale with you, however many you have, all the way through your whole yellow brick road or ladder or whatever you call it. This is how your business will continue to consistently grow. And if you stay focused on that, you'll always win. And with that said, Pete, again, I'm going to pop your question back up here. If you're getting that type of feedback saying your sales pros are being pushy, train them on their mindset to focus on the second sale, and then take a deep dive into what's the cycle look like starting at sale number 2 to sale number 1, and then back to the beginning of the conversation. This is how you'll get out of putting all that sales pressure on your team. With that said, you just been tuned up. Hope this one was valuable. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like this video so we can share it to the algorithm gods. And I can't wait to see you next time. Ciao for now.